Impacts that George Clooney and Sandra Bullock sustain in their spacesuits would really rupture the real spacesuits that we wear. But again, to make the story more dramatic, they are going through gyrations that would cause our suits to fail. But I'll give them that because the rest of the surroundings, the backdrops, are so compellingly realistic.
Okay, so Tom, an astronaut's thumbs up from you. I love that. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Thanks.
Two astronaut thumbs up. All right, I don't think it gets better than that. So now you've heard it straight from a NASA astronaut. Does any of this matter when you're shelling out your hard-earned money for this movie? Let's ask our money marketing guru, Bruce Turkel. Bruce, what do you think about that? I mean, does it matter how realistic it is? I'll tell you, I think it does, because people want the experience like they're really the astronaut. And if you have scientists out there saying this is crap, it diminishes the movie. No?
Well, I'll tell you what, Melissa, when I saw The Wizard of Oz, it was so inaccurate. I mean, have you ever seen flying monkeys that looked like those? Come on. No, come on. Nobody
but
cares.
You're not going to see The Wizard of Oz because you want to know what it's like to be a witch. I mean, you're going to see this because you want a new perspective on what it's like to be in outer space, which is a real thing, as opposed to flying monkeys and witches and fairy godmothers and blah, 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 which don't actually exist.
But here's the secret. I mean, the people complaining, they do know that Sandra Bullock and George Clooney weren't really in space, right? They know that. If you do, what you realize is, and I know this is going to be earth-shattering, but it's a movie. It's escape. That's what it's built for.
It is a movie and it is escape, but you are a marketing expert. And if you have people out there, I mean, like our favorite professor from the Natural History Museum, who has 1.4 million followers, and he comes out of the movie and he starts trashing it on Twitter, that is not good marketing.
I have to disagree with that.
Okay.
If he's got 1.4 million listening to what he has to say, that means up to 1.4 million who are hearing about the movie. He's getting the conversation started. You know, they don't, I mean, name a list of astrophysicists that are great storytellers. How many can you think of? None?
Yeah,
so
I know.
I really don't think that
in my
matters.
experience, they're not that social or fun to have dinner with, but I'm gonna get in big trouble over that one.
And here's the other thing to keep in mind.
Okay.
What he complained about was that her hair wasn't lifting. But we have to remember, the movie was made in Hollywood. The only thing that lifts in Hollywood are faces and breasts. It's just not an issue.
It's just not an issue. So you're not surprised that this movie is a thundering success, and right now you think we're just getting more people to go out there and watch it?
That's right. And I think that the folks who created Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs would like to hear meteorologists get upset about their movie.
They would. Although I did see that this weekend, and that was an awesome movie. So I want to give them a plug right now. I roared.
Even though you don't mind?
Right,
you didn't think it was a documentary?
I didn't. I could see the cartoon value. Why did they go through the trouble of hiring professionals to go out there and try and make it as accurate as possible? I mean, they did go out and they hired, I think it was an astrophysicist from UCLA to come and be their consultant on the film and help them get things right. If they, I mean, they must care and be trying to do it. And then do they just tell that person, you know, we don't care that we're fudging this?
No, what they do is they bring in professionals to get the movie as accurate as possible. But entertainment rules. The reason you go to a movie, not a documentary, but a movie, is to enjoy yourself. So when it's a toss-up, when it's a decision between make it real accurate or make it something people will go see, that's going to win every time. Bottom line, why did they pick Bullock and Clooney? I don't think, with all due respect to Mr. Jones, I don't think most astronauts look like those two.
I know, but the #1 thing people were saying when they came out was, could that really happen? And if you hear no, it's just, I don't know, it loses some of the impact. That's okay.
If you just came
Bruce,
out
you
and you're
won.
having this...
You won. We got to go. We're out of time, and so I'm just going to concede that you won. Thanks for coming on. Up next, a money update on the David versus Goliath story we told you about a few weeks ago. I don't care if he wins. Let's just say Trader Joe's is